Listen, I can explain. All right, so hello everybody, Carolyn here. Today we are starting oh my gosh, I can't wait till I don't live in a studio anymore because right now I feel like I live in my kitchen and fridges make a lot of weird noises, or at least mine does. Should I be concerned, maybe? Hello everybody, Carolyn here. Today I come to you from the fort that I built out of the 300 Stray Kids albums that currently reside in my apartment. To bring you this vlog, this week in the life of a group order manager vlog. If you just came across this video or you don't follow me on social media but you're subscribed and you're just kind of sitting here like, Carolyn, what did you do this time? Let me explain to you real quick how we ended up like this. And then we're gonna get into the vlog. So the majority of this video will be vlog style. I just felt like I needed to explain myself before we actually got started here. So basically, as you can tell, these are all albums from SubK. They go out like even further than like you can see. Like there's another row. Like there's some more albums here. So yeah, so basically SubK announced a fan sign. It's been a while now since this happened. However, I haven't entered any fan signs this era and was like, what the heck? Maybe I'll enter a fan sign. I was like, how hard can it be? This is like the 30th fan sign JYP is announced. Like, maybe it won't be that difficult to get into it. So I opened a group order, expecting a few friends to join, maybe to end up with about 100 albums, which is what like my group orders normally end up as. Minus my 1.0 group order that I did recently, which was only open for 48 hours. I ended up with about 60 albums then. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, let's open it. I don't think I'm gonna get into the fan sign. Let's just try. Let's try our luck. I'm gonna try to get the photo cards anyways. So I opened a group order and I had a couple of group order managers from other countries message me and ask if they could hold their group orders for SubK. Because if you don't know, getting SubK albums shipped to other countries besides the US and I think Canada's okay, but I think outside of that, it's very expensive. So I had a couple people from Asia reached out to me that were holding group orders that it was much cheaper to buy the albums through me. And I was like, I mean, sure, like it'll help me get into the fan sign, like whatever, you can hold your group orders through me. So I had my normal group order joiners. And then I also had, I think there's actually 3 group order managers, 3 other group order managers from other countries hold group orders through my group order. So that's how we ended up with 300 albums. I did not win the fan sign, which I'm still a little annoyed about. SubK, if you're watching this, still a little annoyed about that. Especially because I do know numbers of people who got in and anyways, we don't need to talk about it. But anyways, so we have 300 albums here. SubK had a rule that you could only put 8 albums in a box. And I think that has to do with, because they were all shipped media mail, and I think it has to do with media mail, like weight restrictions, because yeah, but they said that if you buy the albums from us and you put more than 8 albums in a box, which wasn't physically possible with their website, it said that your order would get canceled. So I learned this after I had agreed to help those 3 other group order managers. And so I had to do 37 boxes of 8 albums. There's only 8 albums in each of these boxes, but there's 30, I think there's actually 38. There's 38 boxes here because I have a small box, this small box. I did open one box, it's this one. You can't see the top of it, but this box has been open because this is a completely unsealed group order, which basically means that every single one of these albums is going to be open for photocard sorting. I had a lot of people do POB only, so I don't think the shipping process is actually going to be that crazy for this because the people who want albums are very few. Like it's very few people who actually want albums. I just got out of my last exam, like maybe a couple hours ago, came home, had some lunch. I have a nail appointment soon actually, but I wanted to at least film this intro so that I could start filming. That's basically my story. That's how we got here. So I'm gonna go over my entire process with you. First, let me switch you over to voiceover Carolyn. She'll show you a little bit about the Google form that I created. Okay, so here is a look at my form for the SubK fan sign group order. This first box is basically just information about the group order, the amount of payments, where you can find information on payments and like information on the group order updates. I've started doing like group chats since then, and this has worked out really well for me. So I do less tweeting about it and more like stuff in the group chats. And there's information on how much everything is. Towards the end, I did not available for POB only because the group order just got so large that I said if you want to buy an album and a POB, I'll do that. But I won't be doing just like POB only or anything because it was just getting too large at that point. So I did edit this later on. And then information about my payments. So I say use friends or family or cover the fees, because you'd be surprised how many people don't cover the fees or don't know how to calculate the fees. And I'm always happy to explain that. But yeah, I've had to refund a lot of people for not paying correctly. I also have my Venmo available, and then the message that I want written under the payment, just so I can keep track of payments, deadlines, and then just like a little photo kind of showing the cards, what you're joining for, email addresses, first and last name, address, including city, state, zip code, and country. Very, very important that you submit all those things. Twitter and Instagram handle, and then which one, because people can have the same like username on 2 different social medias and be different people. It's very helpful to indicate which one. Also, if you ever change your handle while you're in a group order, I would let the group order manager know, because I can't even tell you the amount of times I've tried to find someone and been like, what? Which is why I also ask for the email address, because yeah. And then Venmo or PayPal username, and then indicate which one you paid on. And then select which options you want. So POB only, album POB plus album inclusions. And then how many of each you want. So I had people do up to 8, or you could write other if you wanted like more than 8 cards. Sealed or unsealed. If you did like POB only, I always have them choose unsealed, just because it just makes it easier when I'm looking through the spreadsheet just to tell like how many albums I can open. Album photocard sorting, and then I asked them to list their member preferences, payment confirmations. I know a lot of people find that very annoying when group order managers ask for it, but can I just say, before I started requiring proof of first payment before you could submit your form, I spent a lot of time chasing down people for payments. And since I started doing this, I have not had to do that at all. It completely eliminated that. And it just makes sure that like you have serious buyers and serious joiners, because some people will like join and then not pay and then be like, oh, just kidding, I don't actually want to be in this group order. So you have to pay before you can submit. So that kind of makes people more serious joiners. And then of course a space for any questions, concerns. And yeah, that's basically what my forms look like. I can show you what my second payment forms look like too. So for this, I had a bunch of different options. So I just listed out the prices for all the different options. I always try to cover as much of the EMS as I can afford to. So that's why it is usually a little cheaper than what you would expect. But yeah, especially if I'm trying for a fan sign. And then I just ask again for name, address. Sometimes people move. Sometimes people like change houses, go back to their college or leave their college or whatever. So it's always good to ask for an address a second time. Again, the social media handles, again, in case anything changed. Venmo, PayPal. And then I asked them to choose what they bought. And then just to make sure they were paying the correct amount. And then sealed or unsealed. Some people change their minds, again, happens. Member preferences, again, if like people are buying albums from elsewhere, like they bought their own set of albums and joined my group order, maybe they completed Hyunjin's photocards and now they just need Jisung, but originally they said Hyunjin. So yeah, and then payment confirmation again, and any questions or concerns. So yeah, that's basically what my Google Forms look like for my group orders. I've changed this quite a bit over the past year and a half, 2 years, whatever it's been. And this is just a method that really works for my group orders. So obviously, like, make your forms however you want, but this is just what works for me and helps keep everything organized for me, so that my group order joiners get everything that they asked for, and I can keep track of everything. So yeah. And yeah, so I think what's gonna happen right now is I'm gonna go get my nails done. We had a casualty actually lifting these boxes. Oh, I didn't even finish that story. So basically this is a mess. So basically I went to 36 of them to my PO box, and I sent 2 to my apartment because I was afraid if I sent all 36 to my apartment, they would make me live on the streets. So I sent them to my PO box, which I don't feel good about because I live in a small town and my PO box, the place is like kind of small, and I was like, this is a lot of boxes for like not a big building. And so I felt super bad about it. They basically ended up coming in about 2 batches. So the first batch arrived last Friday, which the second batch arrived on Monday, but they hadn't been processed until Tuesday. So I actually picked these up on Tuesday after class, after my like first exam. This poor woman at the post office, because I went to the post office on Friday morning at like 8 a.m. to get these from my PO box because I saw they had been delivered, and I was like, there's like 19 boxes at my PO box right now. I need to go get those before I go into work. So I go to the front desk of my PO box. There was no like slip in my mailbox to say I had a package, but like I knew the packages were there. And I was like, so did I get a lot of boxes today? And the woman was like, because she like kind of knows me now. She's like, I mean, I don't think so. And I was like, I have a bunch of boxes that say they were delivered here. I just like want to pick them up so that like I'm not trying to rush you in checking them in. I just know that this is probably extremely obnoxious to have this many for one person here, because the shelf space for each person who has like a PO box for like their packages is extremely small. So like my stuff was not there. It was on this cart. So she walks over to this like big cart that's covered in boxes, and she's like, do you see this? And I was like, are those all for me? And she was like, yeah. And so I told her the story. I was like, I didn't know that these had to be ordered in 37 different boxes. I thought it was gonna be like 3 or 4 boxes, like 3 or 4 large boxes. And so I told her 37, and she looked at me like I was insane. And I was like, I'm so sorry. There's 37 boxes coming to this PO box. The other ones are arriving on Monday. And she was like, oh my God. And so I loaded up all the ones on Friday. Loaded them into my car. She thankfully had a cart I could use, and then I have my own cart in my apartment. So then the other ones came on Monday, and on Monday there was this boy about my age there at the post office. And so I went there. It was the same woman. I was like, this poor woman probably hates me. And I was like, hey, I think the other batch of boxes came. And she was like, okay, like let's load them up into your car. Well, she didn't help me load them into my car, but she helped me like put them on the buggy, and I was able to use the buggy to get it from the post office to my car. But yeah, the boy that was there like comes out, he like parked next to me, and he's like, can I help you load these up into your car, ma'am? And he's like super Southern, and I was like, I mean, if you want to, like, I don't think anyone really wants to lift all of these boxes into somebody else's car, but he helped me, and I was very grateful for this Southern boy. So if the off chance you're watching this, thanks for not asking questions. I really didn't want to answer any questions about this. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm looking forward to sending these cards off to their people. I'll show you when I get back from my nail appointment, because I have to leave like now. I'll show you the cards when I get back from my nail appointment. I was gonna wait 1 more week to get them done, but because I lost a nail, it's time to go get them redone. I'll come back from my nail appointment. We'll start opening boxes. I want to get at least like 100 albums open tonight, which is about 12 boxes. And I think that's pretty realistic to do. I don't have any responsibilities tomorrow. I don't have any like things to do tomorrow. So if I'm up till 2 a.m. opening albums, like, it's fine. Let's get started. Let's get started with this vlog. I'm excited. Are you excited? Grab a beverage. We're gonna be here a minute. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let me show you real quick the photo cards, and then I'm gonna start opening boxes, I think. I'm gonna hop on Instagram Live, but I'll do the time lapse on here, but on my iPad, I think I'll hop on Instagram Live and like chat with y'all while I do that. I go on Instagram Live a lot while I'm filming time lapses, just to like have people to chat with while I'm opening things, especially if I know I'm filming a time lapse and I'm not gonna say anything for the video. But this is how SubK packaged all of the cards. I did open a couple of boxes earlier this week, as I said in the intro. Also, these are the nails. This is my nails. I went with something very different for me. Anyways, they come in these envelopes. And then these are the full set of cards. So this is Chan's card. And these are, I love the back. These and the MMT cards, the backs of them are so pretty. They're like some of my favorite POB backs for this era. And then we have Lino's card. So cute. Oh my gosh. I love the concept of these, like the sailor outfits. Like, do you ever cry? No wonder people wanted these so bad. Here is Jungmin's card. I love this hair color on him so much. He looks so cute. Here we have Hyunjin's card. And what I like about what SubK did is they individually soft sleeved every single card, which is so nice because I dealt with a lot of POBs this era, and a lot of stores don't care, or they'll put all the cards in one soft sleeve, or I had a couple of stores not put any cards in soft sleeve. So this is really nice. And for someone who's packaging 300 of these, that's 300 soft sleeves that just saved me, so that's really nice. Here is Felix's Jisung's card. I was looking at Felix underneath there, but this is Jisung's card. So cute. And then here is Felix's card. My goodness. Here is Seungmin's card and Jungmin's card. Jungmin's card is one of my favorites. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's the full set of POBs. So I bought a bunch of OT8 sets, and then there was one box I bought that wasn't an OT8 set. So let me show you my random pulls for that. So I had somebody like super last minute be like, can I just buy 2 albums? And I was like, okay, well, I'll buy a couple extra albums just in case something goes wrong. So there's 4 albums in that box. So this is the soft sleeve, or the envelope for that. So the extras that I got were Jisung, I got an extra Felix, I got an extra Seungmin, and I got an extra Changbin. So super cute. I'm so tempted to keep this extra Jisung because 2 of those 4 albums are mine technically. I'm so tempted to keep Jisung too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I do have 2 extra cards from this group order, but everything else has a home already, so yes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to set this up as a time lapse. I want to open about 100 albums today. Also, let me show you before I set up my iPad. I did decide to collect OT8 for this era, so let me show you what cards were missing. I opened a couple albums the other day, and I kept a couple cards from that. So I opened 8 albums the other day, and I felt comfortable doing this because there were so many duplicates in those albums. So these are the 4 cards that I have kept. So I kept this Jisung, this red Seungmin, which I've never pulled this card before, so like that was super fun. And then this Felix I kept, and then this blue Felix, which seems like, why did I keep 2 Felix cards? The entire box contained these 2 Felix cards, so I felt okay doing that. Obviously, if those are the only couple of Felix cards, a lot of people didn't choose inclusions, they just wanted the POBs, so there's gonna be a lot of extra photo cards too, so I felt okay doing that. But I'm trying to complete OT8 with just album pulls, so let me show you what we still need. When did I do this? I did this the other night. Oh, here we go. So these are the cards that I'm still missing. I have never pulled this Changbin before, so pulling that card will be really exciting. And I did have all 3 of these cards at one point, but I think I sold all of my extras or traded them away, so I do need to re-pull those cards. But overall, I'm only missing 4 photo cards to complete OT8. I feel like we can do it. Okay, so just so you know, that's what we're still missing. I'm gonna set up a time lapse now here, and I'm going to hop onto Instagram Live here, and we will see how many boxes we can get through tonight. It's currently 4 o'clock. I don't really want to do this for any longer than like 2 hours tonight because I do have a couple of assignments, but all day tomorrow is going to be dedicated to this. So yes, let us do that. Hello everybody, how's everyone doing today? Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all even ready for this? Oh my gosh. This is what people don't show you on the internet. Oh my gosh. The disaster that is my room currently. I did a little bit of cleaning, but this is basically what we got done here. So I have, this box can still fit more albums in it. I just like put them real close together there. But as you can see, we still have quite a bit to accomplish, quite a bit to do this weekend. But I opened albums for about 2 hours and I just was done doing it for right now. Let me show you the Photocard stack. Hold on. All right, so these are the little envelopes. One of them has 4 cards in it. The rest are OT8 sets. So I've just been keeping those separately instead of mixing everything in here. And then this is what we have for Photocards so far. How do I even show you this? We've got that. There's a couple cards down there. The double-sided cards I haven't organized by member yet. I might do that right now just to keep everything together. I did buy, you know how I have a card organizer? I have that for like normal photo cards, but I just bought an organizer that I've been thinking about getting for a while, and I just finally went and did it because it's really good for group orders. And I saw somebody else use it on YouTube as like just a normal card holder, and I was like, you know, that would be really good for group orders. So I bought that. It's arriving Sunday, which is kind of sad. Maybe it'll arrive early, but it's supposed to come Sunday. So hopefully I can organize. That'll be like when I'm organizing normal album cards, I feel like. But yeah, I was on live for like 2 hours. It was a good time. Thank you if you came out. Probably gonna do more tomorrow. I have thoughts of just opening all the boxes and taking the POBs out tonight. But at this point, it sounds like a lot of work. Those 2 albums I need to ship out still. So maybe I'll package those tonight and get those ready to ship. Those are people who like joined my MMT claim. Right now, I'm just gonna clean all this up and make some dinner and do some homework, I think. There is no way to do this cleanly though. Like there's a way to do it neatly, but it wouldn't be quick. So you either have to be quick or neat about it. I feel like it's really hard to do both. Yeah, let's clean this up. Okay, so it is the next day. I'm going to open more boxes. That's really all I have to update you on. I did a little organizing last night. I organized all the cards. I also organized these. So I'm not going to like add to this stack. They are sorted by member though, just for like visual purposes. I'll probably just stack them right here, but let's see how many more boxes we can get through today. I think I did 8 or 9 yesterday. Today I'm hoping to do about 10. So hopefully we can do that, and that way tomorrow I can do a lot of the sorting. We still have quite a bit to open, but this is more exhausting than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I was like, I feel like I can open 37 boxes. Like, I feel like it can't be that hard, but for some reason yesterday I was exhausted. I mean, I had an exhausting week, so there's that too. But yeah, let's see how much we can get done. Day 3 or day 2. I don't know what day it is anymore. These are the photo cards. So this is Hyung line as of right now, and then this is Mungnae line as of right now. So quite a bit of a difference. We pulled a lot of Chan today, we pulled a lot of Hyunjin today, and we pulled a lot of Lino today, so that was nice. And then the double-sided card. Yeah, we still have quite a few boxes to open. I'm going to clean all this up. And I think I need to edit. I need to edit tonight for sure. And then I think I'm gonna continue tomorrow. I don't think I'll open any more tonight, but that's the update. Woohoo! All right, I gotta go. Hello. Can I make this lighting any better? I don't know if I can, honestly. I think that's as good as the lighting's gonna get right now, but hello. I honestly meant to film a clip earlier today. and I completely forgot and just started organizing things. So let me give you a little update on life, because I didn't film really anything yesterday. I don't think I filmed the day before either, but basically all I've done the past 2 days, today's Tuesday, so hello, welcome to Tuesday. Saturday I finished unboxing all of the albums. Sunday I ended up doing all of the like pending like normal Photocard trades, and I had a couple of albums to package. I had a couple people in my MMT member claim that were also in my SubK claim, so I just like shipped out their stuff because they've been waiting for a long time. Not a long time, but like we got the MMT stuff way before all the SubK stuff was here, so I shipped all of those out and I prioritized like getting all of those out. Today I organized all the photo cards too. That took me a long time. But basically today what I'm working on is I have 3 group order managers who are in my group order. So I'm working on organizing their stuff. And I had a couple people who wanted OT8 sets, so I'm working on like their stuff. So let me kind of show you without giving anything away. Basically, this is the form that I can see. Not everyone can see this form. This is not a public form. This is the one that I'm using. So this is from the first responses. I'm just going through, and as you can see, like someone wanted 174 photo cards. So I can see that. I can see, this is just like how many POBs did you want? And then like their priorities are all over here. So I haven't done any of the people with like a 1 or a 2 next to their name quite yet, just because the majority of the people who had large orders wanted OT8 sets, and so it's just easier to go ahead and do that. So like this person, also a group order manager, this person is an inclusions and POB group order manager, so I haven't finished theirs yet. I put their POBs aside, but yeah, so that translates into these piles here. So these are the 3 group order managers that I have. That's the 174 one. I'm not going to package the cards like this. Obviously, I just separated them just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to go through, double check that everything has OT8 sets, but they should. There were a couple of envelopes. I took my 2 cards out of one, so it says OT6, and then this was the extra set of OT4. I've put all of those cards in here now, and there were like a couple of random cards between, I think it was between this go and this go. That one just wanted full sets. So yeah, I went through, did their like random stuff. Then I did the 2 OT8 sets that I had in my group order, just separated those out. And then now I think the next thing I'm going to do, which I'll like film time lapse of this, is I'm going to go through the photo cards for the inclusion and POB group order manager. And I'm gonna separate those cards out. I don't have any school tomorrow. I have a meeting at 1:30, but that's like the only school I have tomorrow. So hopefully I can get all of this stuff done. And then after that, I'm gonna go through this like form response 2 thing, which this is for people who, like the order that they paid in. So that's how I do like member sorting if you just bought like 1 or 2 cards. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I have like some sets left here, and then the OT6 envelope also has a bunch of cards in it now, like a bunch of extra cards. So I'm going to use these sets to hopefully give everyone their first choice, if not their second choice. This was a fairly uneven group order, as you can see here. Oh, there's a Jisung biased person. Oh, we've got a lot of Jisung actually, and a lot of Changbin. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that actually. Who wrote this? Who wrote Linar? What? I just noticed that. That's so funny. That's funny. But yeah, we have a lot of Hyunjin. We have a lot of Hyunjin, and I'm sweating a little bit thinking about all this Hyunjin. Not quite as much Lino as I was expecting, which is interesting. I can't believe, oh wait, I do know whose form that is. I know whose form that is, never mind. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through and work on this, I think. I would like to separate everyone else's cards out tonight, at least for the POBs. and then I can do like album inclusions tomorrow maybe. But I would like to at least do the POBs to get that done tonight. So I think that's totally possible. Let's get started. Also, did I show you these yet? I posted a picture on my Instagram. Oh my gosh, you can't even see this. I posted a photo on my Instagram, but these are all the photo cards that came out of all of the albums that I sorted. If I've shown you that already, I apologize. I probably edited this out. Also, I have 2 more stacks of normal cards. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna watch the new episodes of The King's Affection tonight. Let me know if you're watching it. Don't leave spoilers for any friends that haven't caught up yet. Don't leave any spoilers. I saw a spoiler on my timeline this morning because my friend tweeted it and I was like, no, not the spoiler. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna set y'all up on a time lapse, so let's do some sorting. Hello. Oh, my tripod's, I was like, where's my tripod at? It's literally behind me. I switched my desk around today, which is why you're seeing a different background, because I don't know, it felt like the move. Also, haven't really left my house in 2 days. I just went to the store actually, so there was that. But I'm going to be packaging up a bunch of cards now, a bunch of the POB only ones, just to start getting all these out. So I have a couple that are like album cards, like people wanted albums, so I'm gonna separate those obviously. Yeah, it's Thursday. I really would like to get these things out soon. This is an album plus POB. I'm gonna have to do all the album plus POBs separately. But yeah, I will set you up for a time lapse on that tripod. But I just wanted to do a little check-in. So overall, you know, it's going. This is definitely a very large group order, and I'm definitely a person with not a lot of free time. And so I feel like I shouldn't have let it get this big, honestly. It's fine though. We'll get it done. Also, I'm scheduled, well, tomorrow I'm filming a Target vlog all day. And those Target vlogs take like all day. So I want to try to get a bunch of things packaged tonight so I can just drop them off at the like mailbox tomorrow. So that people don't have to wait, because Saturday and Sunday I'm scheduled to work like full days, both days. So I don't want people waiting till next week. I really want to like get everything packaged and sent out ASAP, Rocky. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for my huge group orders yet. I want to just package up these like easier cards first, and then yeah, I have some ideas. Like obviously I've been like thinking about this, like I've known that I've had this amount of cards to send out, so I have some ideas. But yeah, it's currently, what time is it? It's currently 3:50, so maybe I'll spend like 2 hours doing this. And I'm gonna make some soup for dinner because I'm not feeling super great today, which is sad. But soup always makes you feel better. So, okay, this is shaking a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys around for that. Okay, so that is everything minus my 3 large group orders. Those I'm gonna do a little differently, but I really wanna send proof to these people first. These are albums, so
I'll package these separately as well, but I just, those are all going to end up being in cards anyways, so I just put those in there. I'm actually pretty much out of cards, so I think 2 other people have paid, but I have 2 more cards. I'll have to see what their actual orders were for, but I got notifications for them last night that they paid, and so I have to check and mark them off as paid. I haven't done that yet, but I'm pretty low on cards. Like, this is all I have. So when I go to Target tomorrow for twice, I'm gonna have to remember to pick up more greeting cards. I can order, these are from Amazon. I'll probably order some more from Amazon too, but I know that obviously Target also has greeting cards. It's where I normally buy my greeting cards from, but now that I live kind of far from a Target, most of the time I order these online. I can't believe I went through 100 of these so fast. Granted, I've been doing group orders pretty much nonstop since August, so I guess it's not that surprising. And I did a bunch of like trays and sales recently. But yeah, so that's the progress for right now. What time is it? It's 4:57, so it was actually pretty good. That was about an hour it took me to put all of that stuff away. It was like 3:50 when I started, right? Yeah, so it's been about an hour. So I'm going to start doing addresses. Obviously, I won't film that. I'm going to send people address proof. And then we will do the large group orders tonight too. And maybe I'll look at those other 2 people as well, because I would like to give people plenty of time because I'll ship these out tomorrow afternoon. Today's Veterans Day anyways, there's no mail today. So I'll ship these out tomorrow afternoon when I get back from Target for twice. I just wanted to have everything like all packaged already and everything so that I didn't have to worry about it. And the way I'm doing this was a little different, just because I normally will send like tracking numbers and address proof through email, but this time I'm just going to use whatever social media they gave me. Sometimes I just feel like that's easier to communicate with people through, because people don't check their emails all the time. So I'm going to use whatever social media they gave me. But yeah, I'm excited. I just got a big chunk of work done in an hour, and I was expecting that to take way longer than it did. I was also expecting to run out of cards, and I did not. Slowly but surely, we're getting through it. The struggle is going to be selling all my extra albums and inclusions afterwards, but let's cross that bridge when we get there, right? Okay, I'll see you later.
Hi. Whoa. Lighting. Hello? There we go. It's late, so... I mean, it's not late. It's like 6 o'clock. Today, I have not done a lot for the group order. I went and I bought twice albums this morning. And whenever I do a Target vlog, fun fact, it takes like, do you even see this? Like, like this, my apartment right now is a disaster. Let me set you down. Whenever I do a Target vlog, it pretty much takes my entire day away. Like, fun fact. So that being said, I haven't really done a lot for the group order yet today, but I am taking a break for dinner. I have to microwave some rice. It's gonna take 4 minutes. So I was like, why don't I go down to the mail room while my rice is cooking and mail out like the album, the confirmations I got yesterday. And then after that, I have 3 more deadlines to finish tonight. I've done 2 of them. I also could submit 1 other project. So maybe I will also do that. Submit 1 other thing that's like not part of those 3 deadlines, but it is due this weekend, so like maybe I'll just do that. I'm going to package a couple more things. I have the albums I still need to package. I won't be able to ship them out tomorrow. Sunday I don't have work till 2, so I definitely can go to the post office on Sunday. Even though the post office isn't open on Sunday, you can still drop things off on Sunday. They just won't be processed until Monday. So that sucks, but at least I can get everything packaged because tomorrow when I get home from work, I'm not gonna want to do anything, but I'll probably still do like some packaging tomorrow, just because I want to like send these to their people. Like, I really want to. So I have a little bit more packaging to do tonight. For the albums, I'll show you how I package albums. Pretty straightforward. Maybe I'll make late. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me. We'll see how long these other deadlines take me. But anyways, so we're gonna set a timer, which is going to be the rice cooking. And while that's cooking, we're gonna go to the mailroom, which I love about living in an apartment, is that like we have this sort of mailroom. And today's Friday, which means tomorrow's Saturday, which means that these envelopes will get processed during the work week, which is exciting. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so let me show you how I package albums. I still, when I do albums from group orders, put the like POBs and like this person got an album obviously, so the album cards aren't actually in here, they're in this envelope, and I still seal it up. Sometimes I put washi tape on it, sometimes I don't. I mean, it's sealed, it's not going to open, it's also going to be closed up. I mean, the cards are going to be safe. The card itself is like closed up with washi tape, it's just the envelope that is not. However, I will say in my, how long have I been doing group orders for? In my like year and a half of being a group order manager, I will say that I've gotten a lot of positive feedback and selling albums and stuff. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the way that I package albums, which is not me trying to be like, haha, I'm so good, whatever. It's like, I have had people without me asking tell me, I really enjoy how you package albums. I think they arrive super safely, and you know, that's obviously the most important thing. So yeah, I just thought I would share that information with you. I'm not trying to be like, I'm the best group order manager in the world, because that is not true. That is not true. But this is a method that works for me. It's a method that's continued to work for me. Sometimes, I haven't had these in a while, but I was thinking for my Monster X goes coming up that I really want to get some of these. And I'll insert a picture of them, but they're basically like resealable, or like you seal like little album pouches. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I'll show you what I'm talking about, and I can link them down below too. But I freaking love those. They make this process so much easier. A lot of albums don't fit in them, which is the issue. But if you're getting like a simple book packaging album, like I've used them for my Fatal Love Go, I use them. Pretty sure I used them partially for my One of a Kind Go, and then I think I ran out of them, and like the seller I buy from was out of stock. So yeah, and they sell them in a couple different sizes, but I think I want to invest in like a set of 100 for upcoming Monster X Goes, because I think they'll fit super well. But for times when I don't have those, I've got this big roll of bubble wrap that's all over my bed. I don't know. It's just like 11:30 at night. This is when I do all of my group order packaging, honestly. Everything has been so dark in this video. I feel like the studio lighting's been out for all of it, because I basically only do group order stuff at night, because I honestly only have time to do it at night. Anyways, so we've got the card in the middle here. I also have the sticky note that I'm going to keep on the outside, and then I'm just going to fold this over. And then if it's one album, I'll just like do it twice like that. So yeah, just make sure it's in the center so there is bubble wrap on both sides. Let me cut this. That stuff for school took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, which is sad. I didn't even finish all of it. I just did like what was due at midnight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out when I'm gonna do that other stuff this weekend. It's probably all gonna be either early tomorrow morning. I'll probably wake up early and do a bunch of it, or when I get home at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. I packaged some cards. I didn't film it. I feel like you've seen me package cards a lot in this video. But anyways, what I'm doing is I'm taking a piece of tape. I put a piece of tape here. I actually kind of want a second one there. And then I'm going to take a piece of tape, and what I do is I stick the tape kind of on the end here, and then I will sort of push this over so that you see it like keeps it in place. No liquid or anything can get into it, so it's basically folded down like that. And then I take my bubble mailers. For a while I had cute ones. Recently I haven't had cute ones. Try to get some fun color. I've used like blue ones for Wano before. I used purple ones for my Gambler group orders. Like eventually we'll get there, but stick that in there. And then I'm not gonna actually seal this up quite yet, but
when I do seal it up, I will pull this off and then tape it to this instead of taping it here, so that it creates a really nice tight fit for the album, so it's not gonna like move around too much in the bubble mailer. And then I'll tape this down. So this is already gonna be sticking down, but just like as an extra layer of precaution, that's what I'll do. But for now, I'm going to stick the sticky note back on here. I asked everybody to confirm their addresses, so that's what I'm waiting on. And then I'm gonna make labels. I figured like a couple people, it might take like up to 24 hours for them to respond, so I figured I would just send all those addresses out. The group order managers within my group order, I sent all that information out too. A lot of people live in different time zones, not for the albums, everybody's in the US for albums. So that's that. I'm going to package the rest of the albums, which there's only like 4 more, but for right now I'm gonna package these albums and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know if I'll do anything in the morning, so I'll probably see you about this time again tomorrow night. So have a good one. Hello, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since I last filmed. What have you missed? I did a bunch of packaging over the weekend. Today's Monday, so I shipped out a bunch of like the people who bought albums, and then like my larger group orders were shipped out today. So that's exciting. Those were like the biggest orders. Now today I'm going to do there were 3 more people who have paid their second shipping since I started packaging. Yeah, so I'm gonna package them tonight, I think. Look at all the Changbin I have left. Like, justice for Changbin, man. And then this is one of them. I already chose their card. Sunmin, I have 1 Felix. I really wasn't expecting to have any Felix left over. And then I have 2 Jongin. So these are the numbers I have left because I had a lot of POB onlys, as you saw. So a lot of people didn't even want the photo card in the album. Stray Kids have announced Christmas Evil, and so I just want to finish this go tonight. I'll message the other 3 people. I think it's 3 or 4 people who haven't paid yet, which I'm confused why I have so many POBs still. Go through, do some organization, get everything all organized so that tomorrow I can start selling off the rest of these cards, because it's much fun as it is having a bunch of these cards sitting in my apartment. I would rather send these to new homes so that I have room for Christmas Evil sorting. I've decided to do a couple of member claims. I'm not going to do, I don't think, an official like group order for this era, just because after No Easy, I'm just kind of tired. I think that's been the general consensus of the fandom though, like from everybody's posts and like from everyone I've talked to, it just seems like the entire fandom is just tired. Like we had No Easy, then we had Scars, which kind of overlapped with No Easy, and now we have Christmas Evil coming out at the end of November and early December, and so I think we're all a little tired. And I'm gonna do some Monster X group orders too. But I did want to do some member claims for like me and a couple of friends and mutuals and people who've joined my member claims in the like past. But yeah, we're nearing the end of the group order of the King's Affection. Oh my gosh, what episode is this? Episode 11. So if you're watching this too, this is where I am. I'm about to start episode 11. Last week was so sad. This week looks a little less sad, maybe. I don't know. My friend said she cried, so I was like, I don't know. But I'm gonna watch that, do some laundry, and we'll finish sorting everything.